specialist on Operation Desert Storm. He's going to talk to us about that.
Yeah, thank you, Coleman. And, well, I'll start with November 29th, 1990, when the UN Security Council set a deadline of January 15th, 1991, for Iraq to withdraw from Kuwait. And if Iraq chose not to leave, the Council authorized the coalition members to use all means necessary to expel Iraqi forces from Kuwait. The Allies were ready, though, to launch air and ground attacks, but they waited to see how Iraq would respond to the UN deadline. And Iraq failed to comply, which led up to Operation Desert Storm.
I'm here today with historian Joe Brown. Joe, what role did the Navy play in Operation Desert Storm or the Gulf War overall? Because we know what the Army and the Air Force did, but what did the Navy actually do?
It's a good question, John. The Navy did not play that large of a role in Operation Desert Storm itself. Yet in the Gulf War, they were a major factor overall. Some ships that come to mind that were located in the Red Sea are the USS John F. Kennedy, the USS America, the USS Midway, and I believe the USS Theodore Roosevelt was stationed there as well.
You said they had a minor role. What do you mean by that?
Well, the ships did not usually partake in combat. They were more aircraft carriers and were used to launch aircrafts off their ships so that they could go and bomb cities such as Kuwait and Baghdad.
Well, thank you for your time. We very much appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Death and destruction is all that remains.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I'm here with Special Ops Marine Sniper Jacob Stroker. So Jacob, how you doing today?
I'm fine.
Alright, so you want to tell me a little bit about what you did in Operation Desert Storm?
Yeah, I'll tell you what you did. Flew in about January 17th, 91. Approximately 400 hours. Hit Baghdad. Our main goal was to cut off their supply lines, get all their food, ammunition, just to wipe that out. We did not only hit that, we hit their warehouses, their bunkers, everything. We just tried to help our allies who were on the ground there. That's what the main goal of the airstrikes were.
So what kind of weapons did you use?
Well, we were in Apaches most of the time. We were flying in. We hit them with Tomahawk cruise missiles, though. Those were the best. Killed a lot with those.
So were you targeting any particular soldiers or anyone in specific, or was it just a all-out attack?
Well, the ERGs, the Elite Republic Guards of the Iraqi Army, went after them. That was pretty much all we were targeting. We tried to get them while they're on roads and bridges in their tanks. Try to wipe those out. Try to get rid of their transportation. To wipe out their transportation would be huge for us and our allies on the ground to end this operation easily and quick.
So how did the Iraqis respond to this attack of yours?
They took those Scud missiles they have and they hit Israel and Saudi Arabia pretty bad. I mean, within, I think it was about 20 hours. I mean, this operation was quick. They hit them about, I think it was around 10 o'clock that night or so. They hit them. They hit Israel, they hit Saudi Arabia, and we had to go in. I mean, that was the airstrikes, but we still got what we wanted to do. We took out their supplies, their communication, and transportation.
Well, thank you, Jacob. Your interview has been very informative, and we'd love to have you on again.
Sounds like a plan, Chuck.
Look into the perspective of Jacob Stroker, the Marine sniper, as he attempts to assassinate an Iraqi soldier on what appears to be a break. He appears to line up his enemy, and with one quick motion...
Hello, welcome to our show this evening. We have a very special guest tonight. We're going to be interviewing Mr. Kenny Powers, former baseball all-star and Marine veteran who fought in Operation Desert Storm. How you doing tonight, Kenny?
I'm doing pretty well. Let's hurry this up, though.
Yeah. Okay, then. What would you say you actually did in Desert Storm?
Well, my main objective was to take out the enemy snipers with my M249 SAW. That's a squad automatic weapon, for those of you who don't know, by the way.
So what other weapons did you use?
I also used the M47 Dragon, which, that could take out a helicopter with one shot. It was pretty heavy-duty stuff right there.
So did you operate any vehicles while you were in Kuwait?
Yeah, I operated some tanks every once in a while. You know, I drove them around with my boy Stevie. You know, he usually just sat in the back though. I think he's over there right now. What's up, Stevie? How you doing?
So Kenny, how long did you serve in Desert Storm, and who was your chief commander?
Well, you know, I kind of served from about, it was about 0900 when we landed in there. That's January 17th, you know, the day it started. And I left about, I'd say about 0400 on January 19th. We kind of dispatched of our duties real quick. It was just nice, hard, quick work. I served directly under the General Coleman Powell, by the way. I didn't work for any underhanded guy, just the major man.
Well, thank you for your interview, Kenny. We very much
Here,
appreciate it.
young
about
Sharif
time.
Abdul Rahim, a young Iraqi man sent to invade Kuwait in September of 1990 by Saddam Hussein. He now patrols the border of Iraq and Kuwait diligently. Yet off in the distance, danger lurks. He does not yet know of it, but his demise soon may come. As Bob Kadasian, a 22-year-old U.S. soldier, sits here getting ready to snipe. He thinks about his family back home and his life beyond the war.
What was that?
Sniper! The enemy sniper! Enemy sniper!
My strength, accuracy, and ability to kill.
Oh no, I have missed. My position is given away. Where is he? What do you think? Where is he? Fire!
Here we have an American soldier standing guard during Operation Desert Storm. Here we have an Iraqi militant who seems to be abnormally tall, looking to kill. Oh, it looks like he's been spotted. He's been spotted. Yes, he has. What will he do? He's running. He is off to the races. Richard Dykes has him in his sights. And it's a standoff. Let me get a little closer to see what takes place in one of these historic events.
3 steps back.
And Richard Dykes has killed
historian
Sharif
Michael
Abdur
O'Connor to
Rahim.
tell us about the ending of Operation Desert Storm.
Well, Desert Storm had really ended after Saddam and the Iraqis, they fired the Scud missiles into Israel and Saudi Arabia. And they pretty much wiped out more civilians than anything, which really angered the rest of the Middle East. So the U.S. came in on the ground, only lost around 180 men, and they killed around 20 to 30,000 Iraqis by that end of Operation Desert Storm. And that pretty much brought the end to it, and it was a quick rest of the Gulf War.
Thank you.
Soldier, we sit. Hop up out the bed, turn my swag